Hi there, it's Joe here, and I'm currently preparing the full game report for the 30 Years' War. I'm about to begin the game, and before I begin the game, I usually prepare some materials that don't come with the game to aid in the explanation of the game. And for example, we have here these markers, for example, this battle marker and siege markers also. And the purpose of these is to signify, let's suppose there's a battle in Belfort. We take the pieces off the map and place them on battle displays, which I'm going to show you, which also don't come with the game. And we resolve the battle in the battle display. In sieges, we also resolve them on a siege display. And the reason for not resolving them on the map is that this game usually consists of the combat between stacks, and there's by resolving it on the map, it's not much. It's not very interesting. You just see two stacks and the combat result being applied. Now we're going to be using combat displays, and let's suppose we have a battle in this space, Breisach, and the Protestants are defending. There's a fortress in Breisach. We have a battle. We would move, for example, to this display here, and this would be the display that we would use, and you would see that the forces have been set up, but there's a fortress, Breisach, and we have this ceramic block here, and what we use is these signs, which depending on the space in the fortress, you see that the sign has the name of the city, or the fortress, Breisach. The 4 would be the what is added to the combat strength of the units inside the city, and this is the siege modifier, this -2. But for now, this would be the field battle that we're going to resolve. I'm going to give you an example how it would be resolved. You have the Bavarians attacking, and perhaps at the beginning or the first couple of battles, we're going to have the combat result table in handy here, side by side. And here we have 12 combat factors of Bavarians attacking. So the column that we would use is this one. And we would roll a die, and we would signify the Catholics' die is going to be red. And roll a 2, and 2 causes the loss of 6 factors. So to signify the Protestants receiving a loss of 6 combat factors, we place that bloody red marker there. And now the Protestants would fire back, and they have 7. So we would use this column, the 5 to 7 column, and the Protestants roll the white die. So we roll it, and the result is a 4, and that would be 4 loss factors on the Catholics. So we would signify that by placing it there. Of course, you won't see in the game video, you won't see my hand coming in and back out to the screen, because I like to use multiple clips showing you what transpires without having to a lot of dead time like I'm showing you here. So in this case, clearly the Catholics won the battle. The Protestants now have to absorb 6 points of losses, and that will be signified in the game through the use of these markers, because really these units don't look very different when you flip them. So here, by flipping this unit, it would absorb 2 combat factors of loss. So you would see in the next clip the unit with its reduced side showing, and the flip underneath, which the marker underneath showing that it has received losses. So if we're going to take 6 factors with this, the flipping of this one, it would be 4, and you have to take 2 more. And if we eliminate a unit, then we place this big X on top of the unit. That means that unit is eliminated. Now for the Catholics, the Bavarians, they have to absorb 4 loss factors. The rules say they cannot absorb more. So the most they can absorb is 3. So we do that by flipping this unit. And now we have taken into account the losses. Now the Protestants have to decide whether they retreat into the fortress or they retreat out of the space. If they retreat out of the space, what you'll probably see, sorry about that, is this marker, and probably we'll put a marker either along a road or maybe something like that. I haven't made up my mind yet as to that. But you're going to see probably this white marker, meaning that it's retreating outside of the space. And if the units are retreating into the city, we're going to use this orange marker. Now, for this example, let's suppose they retreat into the city, and in the next activation, the Bavarians are going to lay siege on the city. So what you would see is this siege marker being placed on the board, and then we would resolve the siege in a similar fashion. We would use this little break, the little tile here with the sign, and we would put the Protestants inside the fortress, and we would have the Bavarians on the outside surrounding the fortress. And you have the Bavarian leader here. And to signify or to show how the combat is resolved, the siege combat, we can have a version of the siege table. And we have the same process, even though the combat here is a lot more simpler. The Catholics roll a die and apply applicable modifiers. And the 0 here is I think it's a 0, right? Let me roll. Let's suppose I don't remember. So a 4 would be an unsuccessful result. And if it would be successful, then the next clip you would see these guys melting away and the Bavarians entering the city. And then cut, and the next clip you would see is the Bavarians remaining in the board space of Breisach. So that is what we intend to show with in our next video. And hopefully it'll help to explain the battles and make it more interesting. And I hope it'll increase your enjoyment of the video and eventually of the game, because I wouldn't be doing a video of a game that I don't like, so that's no secret. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy the full game when we have it ready. Bye-bye.